we shall discuss how cloud industry is supporting various services and which are the industry which are leading in cloud computing and cloud service provision. The cloud computing allows users and developers to use distributed computing infrastructure. As we know already, main backbone of cloud computing is working with distributed environment. The infrastructure management handled with middleware software and the support of distributed computing platforms which are offering various demands on computing, storage, network, as well as data analytics like advanced services. There are many enterprises which support cloud computing. Among them, Amazon Web Services, Google Web Services, Salesforce or Force.com Web Services, Microsoft Aneka Cloud Service facilities, which they actually provide various services like infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, data as a service. When you say data as a service, keeping of data, storing of data, retrieving of data, analysis of data, management of data, all will come. When you look at software as a service, how software need to be provided to the end user, or take a problem from the end user and process that problem, the program which they have written or the problem they have implemented in the distributed environment and execute the problem, and results will be generated and will be sent back to client machine. Or else software as a service like we have already discussed, Google services, Open Office services, or Microsoft Office services, we call it as 365 online services. Google provides Google App Engine, Google Office, Google Mail, Google Photo, Google Meet, which we are using now. All these are software as service. YouTube, Facebook, there is also software as a service. Infrastructure as a service. You want to provide, you want to get infrastructure facility for your enterprise running, you can get the facility. So with respect to various cloud service providers, what are the facilities, how the facilities are implemented, how the facilities are extended to the end user as well as the middle enterprises, because enterprises can run their enterprise without actual having infrastructure at their location. They can hire, rent, take infrastructure on rent. They can subscribe to some infrastructure, they can subscribe to some software, they can subscribe to some platform, they can get operating system as a platform, Linux, Windows, Macintosh, Apple, any platform you can think of that can be taken as a rent and they can run their business. So how various companies they provide facilities, the facilities which are extended by various players will be discussed in this session. Let us move on. The first one is Amazon Web Services, well known AWS. Most of you already know about AWS. Most of you have already started learning about AWS, and because you know your opportunity for your next level of job opportunity is available in cloud service provisions. So learn about cloud computing, how cloud computing can be used for providing facilities to the end users, how to build programs for providing services to the end user is your question. So being a computer science graduate, you need to know a lot of things about these players and how these programs are being developed, how to provide facilities, solutions to the end user. So this chapter gives you the various service provisions from various service providers. Okay, the first one is Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services, which is in the short form, it is known as AWS, is a platform that allows the development of flexible applications by providing solutions for elastic infrastructure, scalability, messaging, and data storage. Let us elaborate this really. So Amazon Web Services is a cloud service provision, the facility, the service which will be provided to the middle industry or enterprise as well as the end user. Okay, so it is scalability is high. You can easily scale your requirement in the beginning. If you have taken some minimum requirement, depending on your requirement, you can simply improve the requirement and you can ask for higher facility within no cost. Maybe in the subscription only you will be able to get it. Like you can easily understand the scalability in terms of very simple. If you have a cable connection or a Tata Sky, Airtel, and all, you Hathway, all these connections. So you are having some 100 channels at present. Maybe tomorrow there is a cricket match. You will be able to see the cricket match. Maybe you want to see some a movie which is not there in your subscription. Within no time in your mobile phone, you simply select a channel and the channel will come. The total amount which you have paid already for a month will be reduced accordingly, considering the new channels you have selected. So it is a simple example for scalability. Understand that. So today you have 50 channels. Tomorrow you can have 100 channels. You can increase to 200 channels depending on your requirement. Very easily you can do it. Similarly, these services like whether it is Amazon service or Google service or Aneka service, all these are having this facility. You can scale at any point of time and you can start using it. So without thinking about extra cost, implementation, even you need to think about the space for keeping your servers and all. No need to do anything. So it is simply you can scale it with just reconfiguring your infrastructure. So messaging as well as data storage. See, every now and then you are getting the message that Google is giving you the facility for 5 GB. Suppose you want to increase to 50 GB. Just giving your information about you want to have 50 GB of storage for your email ID, you can easily increase it. Similarly, Amazon Web Services also will provide. Suppose you are having 50 GB of data currently, you want to increase to 100 GB. Within no time, you can increase it. The platform is accessible through SOAP as well as REST. These are all infrastructure, the middleware which will be used to connect your data with the computing environment. So these are the facilities which will be provided because these services are based on web. So web services all your accessibility is through the web interface. So you must have a proper meaningful interface, so that the data which is in your enterprise, in your location, need to be understood by the system which is in the distributed environment. How do we really do that? It is SOAP as well as REST. I can give you another example similarly here. Suppose you have written a program in Java and you want to connect to a Oracle database. How do you connect it? So Java, you need to be interfaced with the Oracle. So for that, you need to have open database connectivity. We call it as ODBC. Is that right? ODBC is one interface which will be used to connect your database with the with any user interface or any program. But when you are writing in Java need to be connected with the database. So for that, we use JDBC. We call as a JDBC is Java database connectivity, but actually it is not actually the JDBC, but it is considered to be an interface. There is no expansion for JDBC. It's a database connectivity for Java, and ODBC is open database connectivity. So JDBC.ODBC will be used in your program. You can recall your program which you have written for database connectivity through Java. If you have not written it, you try to do this experiment, how to connect your database with the Java interface. That you will understand the importance of web interfaces which will provide you the console for connectivity, where users can handle administration and monitoring of the resources required. This is what I wanted to mention here. The web-based console will be given to you based on that. If you can try this, there are services available for free of cost. Students can take these cloud service provisions. You can register yourself for a minimum period, and you can log into that, and then there you will have a web-based console, and you can monitor your requirement. That can be used for your project work and other learning activities. So you can easily do. So web-based console will be there. The users can handle, you can administer, you can monitor all the resources which you are asking for your enterprise. Okay, resources you require, their expenses computed, pay as you go. It means, I've given in the beginning, I gave you an example. So you have added more channels to your subscription. Automatically, your money which you have given for 1 month period will be automatically reduced. Your last date or payment will be modified. So it is similar to that, pay as you go basis. Okay. Next, we shall see the services available in the AWS ecosystem. Lot of services are there. Let me list out one after another. Later we can consider. Generally, in a upper layer, you can consider that as a computer services, so storage services, communication services, and additional services. What are the computational services, computing services available for from AWS for the end user as well as the enterprise which are asking for cloud service provisions for their enterprise? So Amazon Elastic Computing Cloud, we call it as EC2. We will elaborate more on this in the due course. Amazon Elastic MapReduce, which we have discussed already in the previous module 4, MapReduce, how MapReduce will be used for calculating and counting the number of instances available in a data stream. The large data stream has been taken, the Tanaka data stream has been taken, and we have applied MapReduce algorithm for that. And similarly here also, Amazon also is providing the facility, because you know that MapReduce has been implemented in Java as well as C++, and MapReduce is Hadoop as well as Google platform facility. So that's why everyone has taken that method of implementing. So Amazon is also providing MapReduce. AWS Elastic Bench Stack. So that is again one more facility in the computing cloud. We'll consider that. and cloud formation, AWS cloud formation and auto scaling. These are some of the computing service provisions. We will consider in detail little later. Storage services, you need to see whenever you are thinking about cloud service, most of the thing when we consider, I need lot of memory. Whenever you are purchasing a new mobile phone also, you'll be thinking about how much storage is available with me, how much RAM is available with me. You need to consider that. Otherwise, your mobile phone will be obsolete even after 6 months. So you need to think about the memory requirement for any any gadget or any application. So whenever you are thinking, you need to think maybe 5 years ahead, so that that is the requirement for me. So then only you can easily calculate. Otherwise, at that time you are subscribing, you are trying to subscribe, maybe rates are more. When you are subscribing, you have understanding with the cloud service provider as well as you, and you can easily negotiate with the pricing. Otherwise, automatically price may increase. So you need to think about what is the requirement for me to go with this infrastructure, go with this implementation, go with this application running, and how many users will be connected to me, what is the network facility I need to have, what is the bandwidth I should have, what is the storage space I should have, what is the computing facility I must have. All these things need to be considered before actually going for any cloud service provisions, subscribing any cloud service. Okay, so Amazon Elasticache, Amazon SimpleDB, relational database services are also available here. RDS, it is relational database services available for any legacy users now, because we have discussed beyond RDS in the previous discussion, like relation database system is a structured way of representing data. Most of the data which are coming in the unstructured and heterogeneous data, which we have seen in the case of Facebook, Twitter data, as well as any e-commerce data like Big Bazaar data or any other data like we have seen. So you take those data, do analysis, all that. RDS is not required, but still many companies, they will be using relational database management system only, though, because banking will always have a RDBS. That's why you can have a facility, because see, these are all the company, they are providing facility. If you want data stream facility, they would give you. If you want RDBMS, relation database model, they can give you. So whatever you require, they are trying to provide the facility. Amazon CloudFront is another one. Amazon import export, as usual, you need to keep this information for a longer period of time. Here again, there is a big question with all these industries. We will discuss that in a later stage. Just I'll give you the glimpse of it. Once you have taken services from one company, there will be a locking period, which you need to understand that. So there is a locking period, 3 years locking period, 2 years locking period. So whatever the facility you have taken, whatever the software you have installed, whatever the data you have kept in their servers will be locked for 3 years. You can't move out from one player to another player. Like earlier, we were not having the facility of MNP, message number portability. That was not there earlier when we were taking BSNL, Airtel, Reliance and all. They were not having the facility. Now you have at least 90 days of movement. You can easily move from one player to another player in your mobile service provisions. But here in cloud service provision, you have the lock-in period. So once you have taken the facility from any service provider, you need to be with them for that period, and later you can move out. Even move out is also difficult, because the whole data need to be moved from one service provision to another service provision, because the infrastructure they are providing, the facility they are providing, the format in which they are saving the information are totally different from one service provider to another provider. I can easily give you another example related to this. Suppose you have got WhatsApp messages in your mobile phone. You need to transfer from one mobile phone to another phone. It is a very difficult task in my view. It is not so easy. If you have not kept the backup in particular cloud service provider, you can't move that WhatsApp chat information from one mobile phone to another mobile phone. Suppose you have a Android mobile phone, you want to transfer that Android phone data into iPhone data. It is difficult because of the formats in which they transfer, the application in which how do they work, all that. So all these are there in your thinking. So whenever you are trying to get the services, you should be aware of these issues. Okay, this is about storage services. Next one is communication services. We know already, we see what are the services we require: computing service, storage service, network service, as well as any other additional services which the cloud service providers can provide us. That is the thing. So next is communication services. Amazon Simple Queue Services, SQS, Amazon Simple Notification Service, EBS, Amazon Simple Email Service. Look at it now. You are you are thinking to the software as a service. Okay, so email is a software. Actually, you are providing that facility. See, very big thing is providing email services to an enterprise itself is a big issue. You need to control, you need to transfer, you need to do all spam filtering, you need to verify any virus, worm is coming through the email. Email is one area where worms can be transmitted through email. Okay, so you need to have that facility. So how do they provide? Amazon provide simple email services also to the end customer. Amazon Route 53, Amazon Virtual Private Cloud, we will discuss that. Amazon Direct Connect, Amazon Elastic Load Balancing also is a facility which there, because load balancing is very, very important, because multiple users will be using the facility. You need to balance the load depending on the requirement. You need to reduce for some user, you need to increase for some user. That is need to be done. So load balancing is also one important facility service to be provided by the AWS. Then additional services: Amazon Go Cloud, Amazon CloudWatch, the Amazon Flexible Payment Service, so FPS. Now you need to understand, very important here, because a payment gateway is very, very important. Whenever you are developing an application, first and foremost thing now you need to consider. Earlier people were thinking, students were thinking about creating login screen, and you give username and password is yes, you got the output. It's not that. First you should think, because when you are developing an application where some money is involved, you need to provide the facility of payment gateway. How a payment gateway need to be considered, how a payment gateway need to be facilitated in the application. So that is very, very important to learn. So you should have the facility of payment gateway, payment services. Amazon DevPay, Amazon Fulfillment Web Services, or FWS, Amazon Mechanical Turk, Alexa Web Information Service. Very interestingly, because you have already started learning about IoT, Internet of Things. So Alexa is one device which is connected through the internet, and this is one is Internet of Things application, and the device which will directly connect and help you, assist you, through the internet. It gets you all the information. You just you can talk to Alexa, and you can do voice-based commands. You can be considered, and you can be sent, and Alexa will reply. Very nice application. So all these are additional facility. Though you need to know, when you look at Amazon, some of you can apply for a job in Amazon. So Amazon will provide you these facilities. So learn about these things and enrich your knowledge, so that whatever Amazon is doing, if you know it, and you can easily clear your interviews. Amazon top sites also, these are the facilities which are being provided by Alexa and Amazon. Okay. So here in this table, it has been segregated like what type of service. See, we know IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. IaaS is infrastructure as a service. platform as a service, software as a service, data as a service, network as a service. So these are the major services which are provided by cloud, and this will give you the glimpses of how various vendors and cloud service providers are providing the facilities, and what are the descriptions. You can easily see now. This table is giving you the comparative study of various vendors as well as the service provisions. Okay, so Amazon Web Services, which are providing service types, infrastructure service they are providing, platform as a service they are providing, software as a service they are providing. Amazon Web Services is a collection of web services that provide developers with compute, storage, and more advanced services. Same thing has been written again here. And AWS is mostly popular for infrastructure as a service, primarily for its elastic computing services, EC2, elastic computing service. So elasticity is there, scalability is there. You can simply increase your computing requirement, and automatically Amazon will provide you that facility. Google App Engine, next. Google App Engine is a distributed and scalable runtime for developing scalable applications based on Java and Python runtime environments. See, Google basically has started with the open source facility, because till now Google has not charged you for any services, okay, except some of the services like which we are using Google Suite for recording this video. Okay, even for us they have given it free of cost, because it is a educational institution, a non-profit institution, and it's a government institution. That's why the facility has been given. But they may charge you, but still Java and Python really now those are also open source facility, which using which Google App Engine has developed applications. Basically, they have taken these information from Salesforce.com. Actually, in the beginning, all Google services which you are thinking about, Google Files, Google Pages, Google Docs, all these are there. No, these are the applications which have been developed by Salesforce, and Google has purchased them, and now it has become Google App Engine services. So, platform as a service they are providing. Google App Engine is a distributed and scalable runtime for developing scalable web applications based on Java and Python runtime environments. These are enriched with access to services that simplify the development of applications in a scalable manner. Microsoft Azure, next one. PaaS, it is also providing platform as a service, because Microsoft is a very big company, a very big facilitator, because they have developed the operating system. The first operating system came into existence. Now they have also come to the cloud operating system. They have also given the facility like Office 365. Now if you have your Hotmail account or live.com account or Microsoft account, you can simply use these facilities without any problem. All these are web-based applications, and these are also scalable applications. Microsoft Azure is a cloud. For example, the KEA, the CET online facility they have given through Microsoft Azure. You can search in the net. You can try seeing that which is a cloud service provision which has given you the facility. When you have joined your this college through CET, the CET website is through the cloud service provision, that is a KEA cloud app, which comes that is through Microsoft Azure. It is there somewhere outside India, the services. So you can see that how the facility has been provided. Similarly, which we have seen hypervisor provided by Microsoft in module 2 or module 3. We have discussed this. Microsoft Azure is a service provision which has been developed through visual virtualization technology, as well as a .NET framework has been used to develop Microsoft Azure. So you can get more information about this. So Microsoft Azure is providing you platform as a service. When you look at hyper, it is high performance computing. So when you say computing, when this is a platform as a service only. So computing service has been provided by the Microsoft Azure. Salesforce.com is the next one. They provide, which is Salesforce.com, also considered to be Force.com. They provide SaaS as a service and a PaaS as a service, software as a service, and platform as a service. Salesforce.com is a software as a service solution that allows prototyping of CRM applications. It leverages the Force.com platform, which is made available for developing new components and capabilities for CRM applications. Heroku is another one which is also providing you the PaaS facility, that is platform as a service. Heroku is a scalable runtime environment for building applications based on Ruby. Ruby is again another language like Python. Ruby is another language. Ruby on Rails you will discuss in your web applications or web laboratory. So Ruby on Rails is one facility where you can with the minimum code you can build very fast web application development. You can easily do with Ruby. So learn Ruby also in your other courses. So RightScale is another one which is providing you infrastructure as a service. RightScale is a cloud management platform with a single dashboard to manage public hybrid clouds. Okay, so these are the things which I wanted to give you information about various provisions, like you have along with that Aneka facility also, which also can be considered as one of the leading cloud service provisions you can understand. So okay, now we will move on. So which are the computing services available? You can see that Amazon is providing you CloudFront services, content delivery network solutions, Amazon CloudWatch solutions, monitoring. See, Amazon CloudFront will provide you content delivery network solution. Okay, and Amazon CloudWatch will provide you monitoring solutions for several Amazon services. Amazon Elastic, PinStack, and CloudFormation or flexible application packaging and development are being provided. So let us move on. Now, compute services. Compute services constitute the fundamental element of cloud computing systems. The fundamental service in this space is Amazon EC2, Elastic Computing Cloud, ECC, that is named as EC2, okay, which delivers an infrastructure as a service solution that has served as a reference model for several offerings from other vendors in the same market segment. Okay, the Elastic Computing Cloud is one important thing which is providing you computing facility with elasticity. Okay, computing cloud, a computing facility with elasticity. Okay, Amazon EC2 Elastic Computing Cloud allows deploying servers in the form of virtual machines created as instance of a specific image. Please understand here that we have understood this already, that deploying servers at various locations and using them as virtual machines. Virtualization is a big player here. VMware Hypervisor, which we have discussed already in the previous modules, you need to remember them. You can recall them, that through virtualization, we will be able to connect to various servers from a remote location. Through internet, we are able to access it. So it is considered as an image at the remote location. The remote location servers are available, but the image of that will be shown as a service. So whatever you are working, if you have a very good internet facility, high speed bandwidth, high bandwidth and high speed internet, no latency available in the link, then you can easily work as if you are sitting in your office and you are working. Whether the service is available in United States of America, then you are able to access that the facility at your location. So what is that we are doing? Say you are accessing your information now currently through your mobile phone or through your system, but I am sitting at the government engineering college in the office. I am able to talk to you. This is the facility. It has been extended now. So same thing, Amazon also will provide you the infrastructure as a service. And images come with a pre-installed operating system So I think you know about it. Pre-installed operating system is considered as an image. ISO image, you call it as ISO image. ISO that will be there. So you something like you put a pen drive with your pre-installed operating system. You can start working. You can call it as a live CD or a live pen drive. You can put it and you will get the operating system. Similarly, in Elastic Computing Cloud also, the operating system image of operating system will be used as a software stack, and you can start working with that. All software is also installed in it. The operating system as well as a software stack instances also will be there, and it is configured. It can be configured. You can also do a little configuration with the memory as well as number of processors and storage, how much is required. It's very interesting because say you wanted to have a facility, suppose you want to increase the number of processors required, number of clones required, number of hard disk sequence required. You want to have a SCSI hard disk, you want to have a hard swap hard disk facility. All that you need to have on your own. It is not necessary now. If you subscribe to Amazon for a particular operating system. See, one more thing. Suppose you want to work in Windows, you want to work in Linux for some application, you want to work for a Macintosh for some other application. You need to have all these things on your own. You need to buy them. Otherwise, they will not allow you to work. So in this case, it is not necessary. So if you want a Windows image, you can get. You want to have a Linux image, you can get. So like that, any particular image. Operating system image is required, you can easily get them. Users are provided with credentials to remotely access the instance and further configure or install software if needed. Okay, I'll stop at this point. We'll move on to the next level in the next presentation. We will move on to question answering session now.